Well, it's exciting times certainly in the automotive space, and that SUV market is certainly heating up. A lot of competition from new players as well as old ones that are looking to launch a lot more new products. Now, let's switch gears and speak about earnings once again. We've got NHPC that is in focus. It's posted revenues of 2,417 crore rupees for the quarter, which is down 13.8% on a year-on-year basis. EBITDA margins have come in at 59.9%, and that's an expansion on a year-on-year basis, and that has led to a PAT of 983 crore rupees. We've got the management, AK Singh, who is the Chairman and Managing Director, joining in. Thank you so much, Mr. Singh, for taking the time. I do want to start by asking about the quarter gone by. Could you give us a sense of how the business environment is currently, what the demand scenario is, and also in terms of the fact that we've had a reasonably good monsoon so far, is that something that is holding you in good stead for the rest of this financial year?
Thank you. Actually, if you see in the month of April, May, we didn't have a good generation because monsoon was late, particularly in the Himachal and J&K. But it was picked up in the month of July, and we are short by almost 850 million units. And now we have already recovered around, say, 450 million units. This month it is going very well. We have already, compared to this in the month of August, crossed more than 250 million units compared to the previous year. In the month of July, we have done the highest ever generation in NHPC. So it is a mixed one. Earlier when the May and June were not good, but from the July it started well, and hopefully this time it will extend say September, October and November also, and thus hoping for the winter rain that definitely will cross the best ever generation of 26,000 million units this year. And atmosphere is fine. We had the problem with the COVID earlier, but now everywhere the things are moving well. Whether it is a construction project, operational project, our operational people had done well during the COVID period, facing all the difficulty, but they haven't allowed the project to suffer, and whatever the water is available, it was fully utilized. Not a single liter of water has the spillage in my company. So things are going well for the corporation.
Oh, that's very good to hear, Mr. Singh. Certainly good times ahead then. But could you specifically give us a status update on both Subansiri as well as Parbati too?
Subansiri going well. Despite this, all the COVID problem, all the agencies are working, the contractors fully mobilized, and we are very sure to complete 2 units of Subansiri by August 22. And in case of Parbati also, it was going very well. But since last month, some issues were there in the tunnel. So that also will be resolved within the next 10-15 days. And we are quite hopeful this Parbati will also be completing this tunneling work by December 22. We are trying to commission the project by December 22, otherwise maximum by March 23. So Subansiri and Parbati both are now on the right track now.
Could you give us a sense of what incentive income was during the quarter gone by, and what is the outlook on that?
Incentive last quarter, compared to this quarter, we have given 185 crore to various discoms because of the impact of the COVID. So that thing has not happened this year. So that is the reason, despite some lower side of energy, we have been able to gain the more profit. At the same time, we get the dividend of around 80 crore from one of our joint venture company, NHPC. So that is the reason we have profit of 900 crore plus against the last year, year-to-year basis, 700 crores.
Okay, a couple of more questions from my side, Mr. Singh. First, have receivables gone up on a sequential basis? You mentioned that there were some issues as far as generation were concerned in J&K, but that got resolved from what you have told us. What about receivables?
Receivable is fine. We have around say 4,000 crore, and majority is from the JNK, roughly 1,500 crore. But that is not the issue. We get it touch with all the people and getting the receivable also. So if you go for more than 45 days, you see roughly around 2,500 crores. And it is not an issue for us, because even the last year also we got the highest ever this collection, 9,500 crores. So at the end of the year we get it compensated if something is delay in initial part. And moreover, since we have the more generation in this first, second quarters, so amount is also big. So collection is a bit issue initially, but it is getting resolved. There is no issue in getting the money.
Understood. Mrs. Singh, could you take us through what the capex plans are? You specifically spoke about a couple of projects, but could you take us through any new power plants where construction will start soon?
You see, already around say you can say 6,000 megawatt we are doing the active constructions, and Ratle is including that 6,000 also. Ratle tender has been floated, and we are very sure in next 4 months we will be able to award the Ratle project. So capex we have fixed for this, including our joint venture company, 9,000 crores, and some solar project were also taken into that capex. There is some initial delay in the solar power project, but we are trying to make up the things by putting some new solar power projects on our developer mode, so the capex can be utilized. So we are not going at the trading base now. So we are going to develop the solar power projects on the capex mode from our side. So 9,000 crore we have taken for this financial year, and we are quite hopeful we will be able to complete this 9,000 crores.
Absolutely. Wish you all the best, Mr. Singh. Thank you so much for speaking with ET Now, and we look forward to speaking to you very soon.